Hi friends, welcome to Guided Heart Tarot 77. My name is Danny. If I haven't introduced myself in a previous video that you've seen. Welcome for the very first time if you have not been here before. And I do appreciate, anyone and everyone that chooses to fit one of my readings into their day. Okay, I try to pull guided messages that were intended for a specific person or group of people that were looking for confirmation of some kind, a sign, a special message to help guide them whatever path they're currently on. I will call out the zodiac signs that I do see or strongly feel, if I'm guided to give a specific message to make this a little more personal, then I will. Okay. It doesn't mean it's not for you if you don't hear that special message, but it's kind of what these are intended for, these readings. So with that said, before I have any more mishaps, because I've tried to record a couple readings already and they were flops. My camera would shut down. I don't know. It was kind of a sign to just cut those and move on and do a whole new one. So here we go. All right. Let's start this off. Very positive. 8 of Wands. Okay, some of you could be making a decision to reach out to somebody. Whoa. Or them to you. Okay, I thought I saw something here. It wasn't it. But I might see it later. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. The Emperor. Okay. And pardon me, got the Emperor here. Got Aries. Page of Swords. I feel like somebody that is in your life at the moment. Okay. They're not being very generous. Okay, as much as generous as you are to them, they're not matching that. Okay, there's definitely a lot of talking and communicating, but I don't feel that the other person, or it's you. You're not giving the person. I'm just going to speak to the person watching. Is giving you nearly enough back. Okay, so 5 of Wands. Okay, and if this isn't causing this disruption in communication, 10 of Swords. It's definitely causing your own kind of turmoil. That you're like your gut feeling. You're just feeling like this just feels like chaos emotionally. I don't see any cups here at the moment. Okay, but when that's happening, it just feels like something's coming to a head. I'm feeling. Okay, I'm hearing. We have 10 of Wands here. So I said 10 of Wands. I'm so sorry. 10 of Swords. It certainly feels 10 of Wandsy at the moment. 7 of Swords. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm getting in a second. Oh my. Yeah. I'm not going to read half the deck that flies out. Nope. One at a time. 7 of Cups. Let me just get a couple more, okay, and then I'll jump into what I see here. Queen of Wands. unexpected that. Page of Cups. Okay, I'm going to put this down for a second and just kind of give you what I'm feeling here. Eight of Wands. Again, I feel like this is, whatever the situation is, communication will be moving towards, you know, that big conversation. Okay. It's kind of starting off small. The argument's brewing. I feel that just because of what is lacking in this. You know, there's no clarity on what the other person is actually desiring in this relationship. I feel that there's no reciprocity. There's no giving. There's just a lot of giving, and a lot of taking. Okay, and I do feel that there's an instinct here that the person that you're dealing with is giving it to something else, someone or something else, or maybe a lot of somethings to a lot of something else's. Okay, and I feel like bringing this up doesn't really get you anywhere, okay? Because that person's not really talking. When I see the other person here, this could be male or female, or both males, both females, doesn't matter. I do feel like someone is very closed off from giving that. Like they just want to hold it all in, control the situation. Not even control it, but they're just like controlling their own emotions. They're not giving you anything to work with. And that's really confusing. That is more than confusing. Okay, whereas this person seems very open. If we're assigning these cards to actual people in this relationship, I feel like this person's really open. And they're staying in a, you know, though confused, if this is you, though this is very you're lacking a lot of information here. It's like you're trying really hard. And I know this is hard for fire signs to not really kind of be, not that all fire signs are reactive, but to you know, initiate that conversation and be kind of fiery. You want to, okay, but you're holding back. A lot of people are holding back here and not having this. There could be some fatigue in arguing, okay, but the Ten of Swords here, I'm going to clarify that. Because after this, you know, Ten of Swords is, you know, just an absolutely dreadful ending. Okay, just feeling like you're stabbed in the back. So I do feel like that deception it's just like, maybe typical in this relationship. Feeling like, okay, there's just another stab in the back, Like, is there anything that you could do to be honest? Will you ever be honest? Or are you just always this type of person? Okay. So you're dealing with somebody that's just dishonest and doesn't give anything else other than that. So this is what your typical relationship is. Page of Cups. Okay. When there are apologies, when there's a little bit of emotion given, it's just a little bit. It's nothing significant to take away, you know, this many heartaches, this many lies. It just isn't. It's small. It's insignificant. Okay. Going for the Ten of Swords here. I feel like this person, I'm just getting that if has maybe put you in some bad situations, or if you're put in bad situations, they weren't really there to come help you at all. Page of Wands. Let me get more for that. I'm not going to read that just yet. Page of Wands. Eight of Cups. And I feel like there's this quiet sneaking out of the situation, because I don't feel like a conversation really goes anywhere. I feel like a conversation just gets met with a lot of stubbornness. And it's like every time you bring something up, it's just not worth it, because it just creates just a bigger argument. They'll never really see it your way. If they say anything, it's like this kind of pacifying apology. Okay, so Page of Wands, just saying enough, but like wanting to, but really not. I don't see any knights here moving forward with that, you know, just thinking about it, you know, thinking on it and just not moving forward. But I do see emotionally completely checked out. Okay, 7 of Wands to 8 of Cups. Like, nope, this is not satisfying. This is just hurting me. I'm like wondering where the Strength card is. I feel like that's coming. But there's strength kind of, I feel like it lies within this, you know, fiery Queen of Wands here. Okay. Like just standing up for yourself and just saying, nope, not going to do this. 8 of Cups. This isn't, you know, I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that soulmate energy, that 2 of Cups energy. So I'd rather just leave and have literally nothing than stay here and feel completely empty. So like some of you I see sneaking out in the middle of the night. Not all of you. I just see this is when it's, you know, safest to do so. Or just leave the other person in the dark. And it's not really ghosting energy at this point. You know, it's not like you had not had these discussions in the past to try to work this out. Just get one more card here. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Kind of going back and forth with the idea, but I just don't feel like, I think the back and forth happened so many times. In, you're out, you're in, you're out. And this is definitely moving on. Queen of Pentacles. Love this. You can stand on your own 2 feet, is what I'm hearing. Definitely. And you will, if this is about stability too, I just don't think it's about stability. I don't think you need this person monetarily. I just don't. I think you're just fine to do that on your own. Again, whether it's male, female, Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody that they're just fine. So it's not really about the money at this point. So really you're just like, what am I staying for? Literally, tell me what I'm staying for. Nothing? Okay, cool. I'm moving. Amazing. What else, Spirit? What else is this person watching? What would they find helpful to know? What would they find helpful to have confirmed for them? King of Wands. Oh, that might be why you stuck around for a long time. There's 2 of the same suits here. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Yep. So somebody that you felt at some point matched your energy, but now it's just about immaturity. And, you know, when I see the King of Wands, I do see as like a go-getter. But in this case, there could even be like the wandering eye, dealing with other people, giving to other places. And it may not just to be about giving to other people, but it could be. Okay. And they might try to lure you back in with that 2 of Pentacles here too, and just being that perfect, seemingly perfect match, maybe at one point. And 8 of Wands here, kind of that passionate, like communication. Very similar to another reading I did, but not the same. King of Swords. Okay, so once they see you turning your back on this and walking away, the conversation I feel gets a little muddy again, a little mean, a little cold. Okay, and then just starting the cycle again of 10 of Swords. Okay, so what else? It's almost like they've they've thrown verbal daggers too. I'm getting somebody that just says horrible things when they're mad. Okay, and then just kind of apologizes, but doesn't really take away what was said. Like it never really does. I mean, you shouldn't really say what some things you don't mean. Yeah, heartbreak. I'm gonna end it right there with the tarot cards. 3 of Swords, yes. 10 of Swords. So in a lot of ways, this moving on to, you know, if it's somebody, if it's ever somebody that you've been connected to, and it just turns out like this, you know, it starts great, and then after so long, then it just gets toxic, and then it just never pulls out of that, and it just one more hurt stacked on top of each other. That's really painful. That's really heartbreaking. So you could be breaking their heart too by leaving. But honestly, this person's not giving you anything to stay at the moment. Like nothing at all. Except words. Okay, but literally no action. Nothing at all. Okay. Let me get or pull out a few oracle cards here. This is Manifest Soulmate oracle cards. Let's shuffle once there. These are pretty shuffled. What do we have here? Yep. This one, read this one first because it's pretty applicable to this. Definitely. Moving on to a steady and reliable path. Sorry, you are moving onto a steady and reliable path. Yeah, something that feels way more secure. You've got your bags packed. You're ready to go. I don't even think you're packed. You could be like half packed. Remember I said leaving with kind of in the middle of the night, like sneaking out. So I'm going to throw my cat in a box, throw one shoe in there, 12 o'clock. I just feel like you are like, and maybe you've already been packed, like several bags or boxes have been like, I'm hearing like unpacked. So like you have had them stored away like that, like knowing you couldn't really stay in this, and eventually you'd have to leave. The reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. Definitely. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. And this is painful, okay? But it got to a breaking point. It got to a point where you had to make a decision. Oh. So there are some tears here, I think, in both respects. Even though the person's acting really cold towards you that you're dealing with. Definitely looks a brighter energy here. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Yeah, if you've been scared to leave, and possibly that's what it was. You weren't dependent on the money from either one of you. But you could have been scared to leave somebody that you're that strongly connected to. Okay, and there's even some comfort in something that's familiar, whether it's toxic or healthy or not, whatever it is. Not knowing what's next. Okay, I'm gonna pull out this card here when I talk about this. Not knowing what's next. Not knowing what's on the other side of things when you finally leave. Okay, you don't know that you're walking into something bad. You don't know what you're walking into. But just on the other side of that is everything you've ever wanted. Okay, so it's confirmation here that there's fear in this journey on your own. I mean, look at this. Leaving in the middle of the night. There's literally no path here. It's just but willing to do it because whatever is here left for you is nothing. Nothing that's going to give you any kind of peace, love, or happiness. Okay, so whatever you truly desire. Remember, that's walking towards your 2 of Cups. I'm going to mess up all these cards. I don't even care. It's distracting. I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's another really beautiful message here. Okay, so again, you're moving to something, a more reliable path. It hurts to leave the one you love. It does. And there's some sadness here. Absolutely. But everything you wanted is just on the other side of fear. So take that leap of faith. Take that next step. It sounds like you're already doing it. You got boxes in your car right now. Okay. My giggling isn't a discount of what you're emotionally going through. It's just like, it's awesome to see that there's some definitely, oh, sorry, I can't talk, definite encouragement of your next steps. And just, you knowing that this is going to be okay. This is all going to work out. And like a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever, you don't know where you're going to be at that point, but looking back, you're going to be happy that you made this particular move. I hope so. Okay, guys, I'm going to close the reading there. Okay. I do hope that this was helpful. I always hope these were helpful messages to help guide you on your strongest path in life. As always, wherever you are on this planet, please, please, please have a great night, great morning, whatever time it is, whatever year it is, whatever day it is. Love yourself, love others, share that. If you did, I'm gonna stop doing that. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos that come out. I try to do daily messages now that I restarted my channel, or just whenever it comes out, even if it's every other day, but I'm going to get them out there as I'm guided to do so. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.